Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Matt, and this is another edition of Beers and Beards with Matt. Now, this is my first review I've done in quite a while. I know I did a vlog about a week or so ago, and it was just previewing beers and stuff like that, and kind of give you a little heat rant, Miami Heat rant, and stuff like that. But it's my first official beer review I've had since being sick and pretty much getting healthy and everything like that. So, glad to be back, glad to do a beer with you guys. And I'm going to cut right to the chase and go right to the beer I'm doing. And this is going to be my first Southern Tier that I'm actually reviewing on Beers and Beers with Matt. Now this is the Mokah Southern Tier. Now this is also part of the Blackwater series. The Blackwater series are a series of stouts, and I believe porters, Imperial Stouts and Imperial Porters that Southern Tier was brewing. Now the Mokah is actually a combination of the Imperial, of two Imperials. It's the Imperial of the actually this is the Mokah, so it's a combination of the Javah, which is the coffee stout, and then the Chocolate, which is the Imperial Chocolate Stout. So they combined the two, and they came up with the Mokah, which is the third in the series of the Blackwater series that I've had from Southern Tier. Southern Tier is quickly becoming one of my favorite breweries. No coincidence it's out of New York, and a lot of great beer is out of New York, and of course the Eastern Seaboard and stuff like that. I have to say though that Southern Tier has been very impressive with their Imperial beers, such as their Imperial Stouts, their Imperial Pale Ales, their Imperial Pale IPAs. All their Imperial stuff is very excellent. However, a lot of their 12-ounce bottles, a lot of their this stuff that's more mass produced, such as their raspberry wheat, the Phin and Matt's Extraordinary Ale. Their pale ale is not that bad, but a lot of their 12-ounce bottles really fail to hit the mark for me. They're not very impressive. They don't really do anything for me. Their summer ale was very uninspired, in my opinion. But their Imperial stuff is not to be messed with because it's some of the best in the craft beer business at this time. So once again, this is the Mokah, and I'm drinking this out of my Cigar City goblet because it tells me to drink out of a goblet at 48 degrees. I believe this is probably about 48 degrees. I had it sitting out for a little bit, so let's get the pour going here. Now, I'm not going to be drinking this entire beer during my review. I'm going to put it right about to there. Minimal head. When you're dealing with an Imperial, you're not going to get incredibly big heads on your beer. Now this is black as black can be, and the head about maybe half an inch or something like that. Kind of it goes away very quickly. It dissipates. So this has a very similar smell to the actual Southern Tier Choklat, which is an excellent beer. Probably one of the best stouts I've had in quite a while. Imperial Stout. So it is high on alcohol volume. This one in particular is 11% alcohol, so this one will definitely do some work on you if you get around to drinking the entire bomber. This is a 22-ounce bottle, so cheers everybody. I'm glad to be back. Oh man. Aside from the strong alcohol that you get from it, but it's very subdued. It's not overpowering the alcohol, but you're getting these big, bold chocolate and coffee tastes. It's almost like drinking an espresso, like a chocolate espresso almost. The mouthfeel is fantastic. It's not too alcoholic, so doesn't have that bitter, not bitter, but just that astringent taste to it. So it doesn't taste like you're drinking alcohol, even though you're drinking at an 11% rate. The beer is great. Very, very tasty. The mouth feels pleasant. The smells pleasant. The taste is even better. And you can definitely drink this at a even due to the high alcohol rate, the drinkability is still very, very high. It's almost as sessionable as an 11% ABV beer can possibly get. Because when I think of sessionable stouts, I think of Guinness, because Guinness being just one of those sessionable beers. This is almost like if somebody took a Guinness and just melted chocolate into it, dark chocolate to be exact, and then just threw it in a beer, and that's it. So it's like a chocolate-infused Guinness, to say the least. Or even almost to a Young's Double Chocolate Stout kind of, but not as bitter. Because I find that beer a lot more bitter. This is way more sweet, way more cream. It's creamier, it's sweeter, with that higher extent of alcohol bite to it. Just perfectly balanced, well-rounded beer. If you do not like high alcohol Imperials, you won't like this. However, if you like chocolate beers, you will definitely like this. If you're a fan of Young's Double Chocolate Stout, you will love this beer. It's that to the nth degree, in my opinion. I have, I think, 2 more Southern Tiers on the docket that I'll be doing. This one, not included. The Farmer's Tan, and I think it might be the Unearthly Oaked. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I have to go and check the cabinet for that. Tough to get through. I mean, if you were drinking this ice cold, you would have a harder time. But the thing with this beer is that the alcohol is so high, even if you took it out for a little bit, it would get warm quite quickly. So it gets to that 49-degree threshold that you really want it at. So you get all the bold flavors and the full flavors of it that you would want to get out of this stout. And I just want to give a shout to Hog 4305. Thanks a lot for coming down. Him and I, we hung out on Saturday at the Titanic Brewery down in South Florida, or down in South Miami, should I say. And we just had a good talk about beer. We're supposed to meet up with Chad. Chad couldn't make it up. He was down in Key West. Hopefully we can. I've been talking to Chad. Maybe we can set something up via Skype. Maybe have a dual review or something like that. I got to talk to him about it. This is just me talking out of my ass right now, but hopefully we can get that going. So Hog, I hope you enjoyed the governor that I gave you. It's good beer. I don't know if you've got a chance to have this one yet, but if you don't get it up there, you let me know, and I'll definitely be able to hook you up. Like I said, I will only be drinking this glass in the review because I'm not doing any cuts or anything like that. Before I drink this beer, though, I'm getting this nutty flavor to it too. It's almost like the coffee bean type of taste, almost like it is like a mocha coffee in a way. Kind of caramelly, yeah, definitely caramel hints to it. Almost like a butterscotch almost to it also. But it's just kind of like fine roasted coffee with chocolate. Chocolate roasted coffee. That's the best way I can really explain this beer, and it's fantastic. I know this is a sin because it's an Imperial, but get real phlegmy while I'm drinking this though. But cheers, I'm going to take down the rest of this guy here. Oh, man. Buttery at the end. Buttery nut, like I said, like a butterscotch. That was like oh man, this beer is so good. It's like a dessert. It's like I just want to freeze this beer into ice cubes and just pour it into this beer. That way when it melts, I have even more delicious Mokah Southern Tier Imperial Stout beer. Well, that's it, guys. This is, once again, the Imperial Mokah Imperial Stout. It's a combination of the chocolate and the Javah. 2 huge thumbs up. A great beer. Almost something you could have after dinner. I don't know if it would like calm your stomach down at the end of it like a dessert wine. However, the beer is so sweet. It's got so many different hints in it that I can go on forever talking about how good it is. But delightful beer, delicious. I loved it. Nothing really else to say about it. It's a great beer. Check it out. Southern Tier. Show it again to you guys. Up close and personal, the Mokah. If you have the means, check it out. It's delicious. And if you New York guys definitely know what I'm talking about when it comes to this beer. So, fantastic. That's Matt. This beer gets a thumbs up. I'm not doing a movie pairing tonight because it's too late. On my next review, I'll definitely get back to the movie pairing. Just as a quick one, you know what? go with your girl. Check out the movie Chocolate with Johnny Depp and watch it with your girl while you're drinking this. Maybe you'll get lucky at the end of it. I don't know. Perhaps. That's my pairing for tonight. I'm not gonna. I don't own the DVD, so don't worry about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Shoot me any messages, any comments, any personal stuff, whatever you want to do. Shout to Hog, shout to Chad. Hopefully we can hook up and do something very soon, guys. And I'll see everybody later, so take it easy.